is up, you guys? This is HTJ Halloween, and today I am going to be doing an updated top 10 Spirit Halloween props of all time. The last time that I did this, as some of you guys might know, was back in 2019, and I didn't actually give any commentary as to why I had the props in the order that I had them. So this year, I am going to be doing an updated list with all of the props that have come out since 2019, and I am going to be speaking as to why I have the list in this order. I do just want to note that the list has stayed the same except for the props that were added in, although I did make a little bit of a change in putting Hugs the Clown above Demonic Dahlia and taking over the number 10 spot for this year's list. And the reason that I did that is because my opinion has changed as time has gone on about Demonic Dahlia. I just don't think that she has quite enough going on for her to take a number 10 spot. I liked her when she came out in 2019, but I just wish that she had a little bit more going for her. On the other hand, Hugs the Clown has now taken over the number 10 spot because I just absolutely love this guy from back in 2018 and returning in 2019. In my personal opinion, I think that he is the best clown that Spirit Halloween has ever come out with. He has a very interesting animation, and I think his overall design with the sign hanging around his neck and his face look is personally just my favorite. Some people might argue with this, but to me, I just think that Hugs the Clown is quite a frickin' classic. I just don't think that any of the other Spirit Halloween clowns have quite as much character as Hugs. Coming in at the number 9 spot is the absolute classic Cerberus the Three-Headed Dog. This guy has been around for quite some time now. We originally saw him released in the 2015 season. He returned for 2016 and had a surprise return to stores in 2019. And we've also seen it as an online only for quite some time as well. So this guy has become one of Spirit Halloween's best sellers, and I think it was for a reason. This guy looks super freaking cool in person. It is supposed to be the Cerberus dog from the underworld. It's the devil's dog. It's a hell dog. And this thing is really, really brought to life by the side-to-side motion of each of the heads. It's awesome growling audio, as well as the light-up eyes and light-up mouth. And for me, the real icing on the cake is when you attach a fog machine, which unfortunately is not included. You'll have to buy one separately. But with the fog machine, I think is when it looks the absolute sickest with that fiery breath from the underworld. I have had so much fun using this prop throughout the years in my display, and I think it looks absolutely incredible if you put it up against some sort of doghouse type of thing to make it look like it is coming out of the doghouse, just to cover up that kind of flat cut-off part that it does have on its body there. But otherwise, it just looks absolutely freaking amazing and is one of the all-time Spirit Halloween bests. Taking the number 8 spot is the 2021 release Mr. Dark. This is one of the new Techie Toys props that we've actually seen for this year, and it comes in at number 8, not any lower, not any higher, for a couple of reasons that I will explain to you guys right now. First of all, obviously, as you guys know, this thing is so freaking scary and amazing. It's one of the best jump scares we've ever seen from Spirit, which is really the main reason that it makes this list. It jumps up to a towering 9 and 10 feet tall, and it's incredible to see it in person. I have this guy myself, and it just certainly is one of the most awesome props to have on display for Halloween. It will certainly jump scare your guests because of how incredibly quickly it goes from such a short height to such a tall one. Now, the main reason that this guy doesn't place higher in Spirit Halloween's all-time top 10 is that it just doesn't have much detail going for it. It's a pretty basic Reaper face. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And for that reason, it is going to sit firmly at the number 8 spot. I do wish that they would have given it a little bit more character in its look, because then it could have almost been number 2, number 1 type of spot, just because of how incredible the animation is. But unfortunately, Spirit Halloween dropped the ball with the appearance, so it's going to be at number 8. Number 7 is Harvester of Souls, the 2020 release that had us all absolutely impressed with the creativity of this design. It lifts up this helpless, possessed looking girl who you can't really see her face, unfortunately, but then she has her soul sucked into the harvester's mouth. The one thing is that it really does require the fog to make any sense, but once it has the fog, it is one of the coolest and most insane props with one of the most unique and creative animations I've ever seen. And Spirit Halloween just did a really, really good job overall with this guy. The animation and the audio all come together to create quite a freaking awesome prop, and it just looks like something out of this world, something not even real when it is sucking the soul from out of this girl, and it has it lit up with green lighting. This prop has returned for the 2021 season, and who knows, maybe we'll see it in future years as well, because I think it has been one of Spirit Halloween's best time sellers, and that is certainly for a reason. This guy is super awesome, and I believe is one of the best Spirit Halloween props of all time. Taking the number 6 spot is the 2014 classic Peekaboo Penny. Now, this girl was released back when Techie Toys used to rule the world with the Spirit Halloween props. They used to be all made by Techie Toys, and back in the day, Techie Toys used to have quite the incredible lineup of creepy, possessed props, and you will definitely see a lot of those on my list today because I certainly love all of those incredibly scary possession type of props. Now, this one is one of the all-time classics. Peekaboo Penny is one of the best jump scares. She is the originator of the Spirit Halloween pop-up jump scare. Her head is behind her hands and she plays peekaboo with you, and then her head jumps up at an incredibly fast speed, something that we haven't seen from Spirit Halloween in a while, and a lot of times their jump scares just aren't quite as fast as they used to be, like it is with Peekaboo Penny. The thing that makes this prop so incredible is the suspense within its audio leading up to the pop-up. It has this really, really creepy little girl voice, and there is just so much build to that jump scare, which then has an incredibly designed, creepy looking possessed face. Really, there hasn't been anything else quite like this girl's face in future years, and I definitely think that this 2014 staple is one of the all-time best Spirit Halloween props. Hey HTJ fans, and hey parents of HTJ fans, I have a special new platform that I'm on for you guys, and that is Cameo. I'm finally on Cameo, and if you don't know what Cameo is, it's a platform where I can give you personalized videos talking to the person that you request it for, and it can be for yourself, it can be a gift for your child, it can be a gift for your friend, and it can be for their birthday, it can be for some sort of celebration for Halloween, which is coming up, or just for me to talk to them and give them some motivation or whatever you guys want. You can give instructions on what you want me to say, and it's a personalized video just for you at only $4.99. Again, link to Cameo will be down in the description. Thank you guys. Get back to the video. Coming in at number 5 is the iconic floating ghost girl from 2016. Now, we didn't see any return from her because I don't think she was necessarily a huge seller, but this prop has a special place in my heart and in my memory from the years. This prop was really my all-time favorite from 2016. I, again, love the incredible creepy possession type of props. They give me the most Halloween feel of any, and this girl in particular was one of my all-time favorites due to her incredibly unique rising motion where she actually rises off the ground. Her pop-up isn't super awesome, but she does have some really incredible detail in the face and some really, really freaky audio that I just think perfectly brings her to life. There really hasn't been any other imitation of the rising motion that we saw from this prop, and I do think that's one of the main things that makes this stand out. It really has that incredible ghost girl, possessed demon type of feel, and I think the transition in its audio from the helpless girl that has been possessed, that's still in there somewhat, her real self is still somewhat in there, and the transition from that helpless sounding girl to the demon voice underneath and the lower down growl coming out of the demon is just super awesome, and it brings so much character to Floating Ghost Girl. Taking the number 4 spot is the all-time favorite, Menacing Molly. Obviously, this prop has gotten a lot of attention throughout the years. It has done some incredible number of views on a lot of people's channels when it was released in 2017. We saw it make a return in 2018 in the Dead Harvest Farmhouse, and then it was online for quite some time. Now, this prop might be a little bit overhyped, you might say, with all of the attention that it has gotten throughout the years, but I do think that there is a reason that this prop has had so much hype, and that is because it has one of the most incredible face designs. I remember this was made by some sort of professional makeup SFX type of designer. I don't know exactly who. Let me know in the comment section below if you remember, but I know that the face was very specially crafted for this girl, and I think that that is one of the main things that sets her apart, is that it is super freaking creepy with the blue veins underneath, the demon mouth, and the detail in the eyes, which was something that we hadn't really seen very often from Spirit Halloween props. I think people love her audio as well, the little girl singing, turning into the scary demon girl when she bends backward, and there's nothing better than a bending backward animation. It just always surprises people and makes it super freaking scary, and I think it's awesome that she also has the factor that she kind of shakes her head back and forth before doing the backwards turn. So this prop, although maybe overhyped, is definitely worth some of that hype, and for me, it comes in at number 4. Number 3, I think, is kind of Menacing Molly's predecessor, the original demon swinging girl. Obviously, Menacing Molly kind of took characteristics from a few other props. I would say she was pretty much the combination of this girl and Broken Spine Girl together, and that made for quite the awesome prop. But the original swing girl was the zombie swing girl, and we cannot forget her incredible reign at Spirit Halloween. She was in there from like 2012 to 2014. She returned for quite some time, and she had been online for years and years following, and she was probably their biggest seller of all time back in the day, and it was for a reason. She carries this incredible possessed creepy element, not a jump out, pop out type of thing, but just this creepy element when you see her in the distance and she has her singing la 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 over and over, and it just pierces your ears and gives this super spooky, eerie effect. And that's one of the things that this prop masters the most, is that freakiness, that element of suspense and fear from a distance, and it doesn't necessarily even need to jump out at you. And obviously she has the awesome swinging motion, and I think she has one of the best designs in the face and the hands and everything to give her that pale white possessed girl look. So I love this prop. She had been a staple of my display, pretty much one of the first props I even purchased, and so for me it holds a special spot in my heart and is the number 3 best of all time. Coming in at number 2 is Bloodthirsty Betty. She was the 2019 kind of Menacing Molly 2.0, except she's off the swing now and on the wall. And the cool thing about this prop is that it can be in like 3 different positions. You can have it just on the ground, you can have it upside down on the wall, or you can have it right side up on the wall. So it's pretty versatile. It can do a lot of things, but for me, the thing that is the most awesome about it is when it back bends upside down on the wall. There really is not a jump scare quite as fast as Bloodthirsty Betty. This thing is so freaking scary on the wall that I really cannot describe it unless you've seen it. It's not a faked video. In this video, it really does pop its head back at an incredible speed that is unmatched by almost every other Spirit Halloween jump scare. And I think the thing that sets her apart is the awesome look of the face. She's not very big, but she packs quite the punch in her scary element. She's such a little creepy girl with blood all up in her teeth, some incredible fangs, and she shakes and vibrates about in a super spooky manner before having this really, really crazy scream. And just her audio altogether is really, really awesome. She sounds like she's just possessed and like vomiting or shaking and something and like having a seizure, and then she pops back, and I think she has one of the most awesome screams as well. So really everything for this prop is a plus, and that's why she is the number 2 of all time. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my spooky videos. And coming in at the royal number 1 spot is Broken Spine Girl. Yes, this is my favorite prop of all time. I think some of you guys may have already known that if you've seen my videos for quite some time now, but nothing has ever beaten Broken Spine Girl, and I don't think anything will for me, because this prop just holds such a special place in my heart. It was one of my first props, and it has just always been one of those props that I just can't wait to have in my display and set up and see each year, because she is incredible, guys. This prop has some of the best audio we've ever heard. She's the originator of the twitching banshee scream, a scream that has been recycled over and over again, but she was the first one to have this menacing growl. And her audio in the beginning, she says, "Oh no, where did everybody go?" She sounds so scared and lost, and then it is just the most surprising thing when she bends all the way backwards and does a full crunch of her spine into this back bending position from a full-on standing position, and she is very much life-size. This prop just has that incredible scare factor that I'm looking for with Spirit Halloween props, and I think it's something that they honestly have kind of lost in more recent years. I do, in my opinion, think that Spirit Halloween has become a little bit more kid and family friendly, but back in the day, these props used to have that scare factor that is really what drew me in and made me want to be a Halloween haunter. This girl really is the essence of a Spirit Halloween prop for me. Techie Toys outdid themselves with everything that went into this girl's look, design, clothing. She even has some awesome feet and legs, hands, and mouth movement, light up eyes, but obviously it is that back bending animation that really sets her apart. There's just nothing quite like it. She was the first prop to do a back bend before Menacing Molly, before Bloodthirsting Betty. And yeah, she is my all-time favorite, will forever be the best in my opinion. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching my top 10 Spirit Halloween props of all time. Is there a prop you think should absolutely not have been on this list? Is there one you think that absolutely should have been on this list that I forgot to include? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Just keep them respectful, because obviously this is all just my opinion and not based in any fact. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you had an amazing Halloween, and I will see you in the next video.